It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the 49ers and the Vikings, and it comes your way next.
Fielded just outside the goal line, and beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there. The 21. Cousins on first down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on them. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins escaping the pressure right. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd and 3 from the 9. Play action now. Cousins eluding the pressure right. Caught on a slant. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Cousins now. Touchdown, Vikings! Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 69 yards. And the 49ers are back within a score. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. D. Ford. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A big play there for Minnesota. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, Cousins. Rolling to his right. He's got it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing is Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he's got this to Jefferson. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it'll be a 2nd down. To throw is Cousins. Being chased out left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. Get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 1st down, here's Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
5 yards remain on second down. On play action, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to win that advantage. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Sliding out of the pocket. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Steps away to his left. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Throwing, Cousins out to his left. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air, 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch the short passes. He can run under a long pass. Or he can do what we saw right there. Catch one and then make a big gain after the catch.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
Taking it about the 1.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Flush to his right.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A first down throw for Cousins.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play there on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Second and 2.
Now Cousins. Flushed out right.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
His second touchdown in this first half. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. That's caught. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On third down, Mitchell. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be second down. Cousins. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Cousins. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll throw again. Cousins forced out to his left. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Joseph is good, and that will do it. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So a failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
He'll fire this deep for Ayuk.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And Gold is able to put it through. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go and try and get some bigger points.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, Cousins. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins.
Looking for Hill again. This time it's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They dial a running play here with Hill.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
To throw is Cousins.
Open man is Osborne. He's got it.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
They get it to Hill, and they'll let him run.
It was a play that was designed to trick the defense, to try and fool them. They didn't gain a huge chunk of yardage, but they did pick up a 1st down.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins eluding the pressure right.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Madison.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Alexander Madison taking it in from a yard out. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And now Garoppolo lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And quickly, they get to the line. Cousins here to throw.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. One final try now for Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A big offensive explosion helped lead.